A growing trend for schools around the country is starting vegetable gardens, teaching kids where our food comes from and introducing them to different foods to eat. This trend started years ago with the Farm to School program. Here with the Murfreesboro City Schools Department, Overall Creek Elementary has been a leader in this school nutrition push, and it was the host site for the School Nutrition Roadshow for Tennessee state officials.
This is called the Farm to School Roadshow. They want to see what we're doing really well in Murfreesboro City Schools. Well, Farm to School started out as a program back a few years ago by the USDA, United States Department of Agriculture, in trying to get kids to know where their food actually comes from, where students could actually grow the food and get it to the cafeterias so the kids could see, hey, this is where the food does come from. This is where we grew it ourselves. Let's try this.
Murfreesboro City Schools has one of the best partnerships in the state with coordinated school health and school nutrition with what we've been visiting about today, and that is Farm to School, the farmer educator, getting our students involved. They have a fabulous director of schools that's supportive of not only coordinated school health and school nutrition, but really everything that helps support the whole child.
The day started off with a visit to Murfreesboro City Schools Chow Bus. Buses that are retired from normal school duties get transformed into diners. The bus delivers breakfast and lunch to over 30 sites all over Murfreesboro during the summer feeding program. Next on the agenda was how this program is being integrated into the school curriculum.
We put it into the science and math curriculums, make sure that they understand the impact of the sun and the water and the soil and the minerals and how that all comes into play.
We've done a Farm to School for 3-4 years in that neighborhood. It kind of was a whole plan when Overall Creek, we're built out in the farming community on a creek, so let's take advantage of the 25 acres we got here.
In Murfreesboro City Schools, we have two ways that we approach this school. Goal number one is to get food into the cafeteria. If food is not coming into the cafeteria, I am not doing my job. Goal number two is teaching kids where their food comes from by getting their hands dirty. Once they get some ownership over their vegetables, they're more inclined to try it.
Next was a tour of the gardens.
All right, guys, well, let's go ahead and I'm going to show you guys this garden bed that we have over here first. We have some peas that are over here. We have plenty of carrots, radishes. We have more kale over there and onions. We're going to head inside the A-frames. That's what these greenhouses are called. They're called A-frames. If you take a look on the black boxes on top of the greenhouse, these are where they are solar powered. So guys, feel free to go ahead and walk on in there. On your left, you guys will go ahead and see gallon buckets of broccoli. You will see also in the baskets, there are little spinach starts, there's little lettuce starts. In the majority of these garden beds, I have kale. If you take a look, has the little purple stripe. Not all your kale is going to have the purple stripe. I would like to go ahead and turn it over to my 6th grade students. I'll show you guys how to go ahead and harvest the kale. You don't want to get the tiniest leaves, okay? Take a look in the center. We don't want to pick those because those aren't big enough to eat. But you can go ahead and take these and go to the bottom of the stem and just snap it. Okay. And if you take all the leaves off the plant, it's not going to have a way to photosynthesize. And if it can't do that, then it's not going to grow and it will just die.
After the vegetables get harvested, the next step is to cook them. And that's where the Junior Chef Academy comes in. This class teaches nutrition, food safety, and preparation. It's a 6-week series that ends with a final cook-off competition. These academy students took the kale that they picked and made them into kale chips and served them to the guests.
When they actually experience the growing of it and being involved with how it's prepared and tasting it, their eyes are opened up to a new world of the food items that they typically would just shrug at and just say, no, I'm not going to try that. But when they try it here because they've actually done it, it does make a difference.
I think the children know that the teachers aren't just up there teaching stuff just because. There's a real reason why we're doing it, and then those life connections are huge.
I just want to say thanks to Murfreesboro City Schools, an exemplary program here, and I'm happy to be here.